Well, hello everyone. It's the Angelic Soul Pilot with you, Johnny Bracco. Thank you again for joining me. And as you can see, I'm at the Capriel Cemetery. And I'm kneeling down in front of my late spiritual teacher's monument, Caroline McIntosh. She taught me so much. And came here to say hi and thank you, to pay my respects for all that she's done for me and all she continues to do for me. So as many of you know, I've been recording meditations now for the local community, for the library, for well over a year. Lots of meditations, lots of card readings and classes. And I send them to the local organizer, Suzanne Leclair. So Suzanne had a couple weeks ago a dream in which Caroline came to see her and asked her to ask me to read the book, The 5 Languages of Love by Gary Chapman, and then to speak on love and to do a series of videos about love and different languages of love. So here I am today. I'm honored and humbled and blessed to have been asked to do this. I want to say thank you to Caroline, thank you to Suzanne, thank you to all of you for listening and trusting me, and I'll do my best. So this video is going to be a little bit of an introduction. I'm going to speak to you about love, and I'm going to explain that there's different kinds of love. As you know, we are in human form, temporary human form, and many of us operate through human love. When I say human love, that means conditional love. We love other people when they do what we want them to do, when they act the way we want them to act, when things work out the way we want them to, when people behave the way we want them to, when people do what we'd like them to do. It's very conditional. And oftentimes when people don't do what we'd like them to do or expect of them, we get disappointed and sometimes we fall out of love. So there's lots of judgment involved in human love. You know, and we're doing the best we can. That's one thing to keep in mind, is that we're doing the best we can. We're always learning, we're always growing. And the biggest lesson that we come here to learn is about divine love. Now when I speak of divine love, I'm talking about the same kind of love your guides have for you, your angels, God. That's divine love. That's unconditional love. Complete and total acceptance of you exactly how you are, exactly how you've been. No judgment whatsoever, just complete acceptance and unconditional love. And no attachments to anything. So the goal for us is to be that love, to be the presence of that love. To be the presence of that love for ourselves and for others. And it starts with us. We need to learn to accept ourselves fully and completely. All the things we like about ourselves and the things we don't like about ourselves. We have to learn not to judge ourselves. No judgment, only acceptance, acknowledgement, observation of us, but at the end of the day, appreciation for us, exactly as we are, knowing that we are Source's perfect design. We are made in the image of likeness of God. We are perfect exactly the way we are. And we are worthy of love. We are worthy of unconditional love, without any judgments, only complete acceptance. So that takes a lot of practice, but it is possible, and it is worthwhile, and it's why we're here, to learn to do that for ourselves. It starts with ourselves. So it's important to forgive yourself for anything you think you've done wrong or haven't done. Forgive yourself and accept yourself, knowing that you're doing the best you can. You're learning, you're growing. There's no mistakes, there's no accidents, only growth. And you're growing, so feel good about it, be proud of it, and learn to love yourself unconditionally. Full acceptance, just like the guides and just like the angels, just like God does for you. Now, once you can do that for yourself, then the next step is to learn to love other people unconditionally, without judgment, only acceptance, and without attachment. Without attachment to them, without fear of losing them. That's the thing about unconditional love and divine love. There's no fear. In human love, there's fear. In human love, oftentimes we're afraid of losing that love. We're afraid of not doing enough. We're afraid of others changing, losing their love. There's fear. In divine love, there is no fear. It's just pure love. That's why it's a higher love. It's a deeper love. It's a truer love. And that's what we want to get to. Only love, no fear. That is divine love. And that's what we're looking to do for ourselves. We're looking to replace all our fears with love. Go into those places that are uncomfortable and bring love and light to them for ourselves. And again, it takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, but it's well worth it. And I'm living proof. I've overcome miracles, I've created miracles, I've changed so much, and it's all thanks to working at being the presence of love and replacing fear with love. If we're going to be the presence of love, then we need to be the presence of love. There's no place for fear. And when it comes to others, as I was saying, it's the same thing. You learn to love others unconditionally. You learn to accept others as they are without judgment of their actions or inactions. You learn to see them as eternal spiritual beings who came here to play out roles for us. They're here to learn, to teach us, to help us learn, to help us grow, and for them to learn as well. But they're all acts, and all based on divine love. It all comes from divine love. Every human act is an act of love or a cry out for love, but it's all based on love, and it's all there to help you grow and to learn to be the presence of divine love. So when others act in a way that challenges you, look at it from a spiritual perspective. Understand it's there to help you grow. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And it takes divine love to do that, to accept that this is for your growth, not to judge the situation, not to judge others for what they're doing or not doing, to understand it's an act of love and it's there to help you. So you learn to accept whatever the lesson is, and not judge it, not judge others, accept others as they are, understanding that their source is perfect design as well, and they agree to come here and play out those roles for you. So be grateful for it. It takes divine love to do that. And forgiveness. Forgive others for anything you think they did wrong, or for anything that they challenged you on a human level. Understand that spiritually there's no forgiveness necessary, because it was all part of our growth. We all agreed to this. So we forgive each other, we forgive ourselves on a human level to make it easier for us, but understand on a soul level, all is in divine order. And the final step is to accept and love situations in your life, to accept and love your life, whatever's happening to you or not happening to you, and to trust it's all part of the divine plan and divine order. No judgment, no attachment, no fear of losing anything or not having anything, just pure divine love. So that's all background. And in the next few videos, I'm going to talk about the 5 languages of love by Gary Chapman, and we're going to focus on each of those different languages, the ways that people interpret love. And so we'll go through that. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned. We're all going to talk about love.